I'd like to call the meeting to order. Would you all please rise for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'd like to thank everybody for being here today. This is the regular meeting of the Edgar County Board for March. Mr. Clerk, would you call the roll?
Okay, Farnham.
Here.
Lawton.
Here.
Ludington. Patrick.
Here.
Bruner. Ellis.
Here.
Voigt.
Here. I've talked to Mr. Bruner this morning. He's doing well. He will not be joining us, however, so I just thought to let you know. Our first agenda item is minutes for the 14th regular meeting of the county board. You've had that in your possession. Are there any additions, corrections, or clarifications needed of those minutes? Hearing none, I'd entertain a motion to approve those minutes as submitted. Phil moves. Russ seconds. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, nay. Next, we have claims against the county. You've had those in your possessions a few days. Are there any questions or clarifications needed on the bills submitted on behalf of the county? Hearing none, I'd entertain a motion to approve the claims against the county. Andy moves. Russ seconds. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. It is approved. County board member claims, you've had those. Are there any questions on those? Hearing none, a motion to approve county board member claims. Andy moves, Russ seconds. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, nay. They are approved. Next, we come to the portion of the meeting for public comment. We ask that you identify yourself, and our policy is a 5 minutes, not to exceed 5 minutes of comments. Is there public comment this morning? Hearing none, we move on to the highway resolutions. Resolution 1 is authorizing the county board chairman to sign BLR 05530 with WHKS and Company on the bridge in Prairie Township. That's the Holler Bridge. Is there any discussion or clarification needed? We have Josh here this morning in case you have any clarifications. A motion to approve resolution. Do you have a question, or is that?
Nope, I make a motion.
Okay, Lisa, I just wasn't, okay, Lisa. Lisa moves. Russ seconds. Any further discussion? Would you call the roll, please?
Farnham.
Yes.
Lawton.
Yes.
Ludington.
Yes.
Patrick.
Yes.
And Ellis.
Yes.
Next, we have a resolution authorizing the county board chairman to sign a BLR 05530 with WHKS and Company for the Grub Bridge. Any discussion or questions? Do I hear a motion to approve the resolution? Lisa moves. And Andy seconds. Any further discussion? Hearing none, would you call the roll, please, Augie?
Farnham.
Yes.
Lawton.
Yes.
Ludington.
Yes.
Patrick.
Yes.
And Ellis.
Yes.
Those first two were approved. Next, resolution for improvement, BLR 09110, appropriating funds for the following. It's the County Highway 4, Lower Terre Haute Road, and the descriptions are there. Is there any further discussions or questions about the resolutions? A resolution. Hearing none, motion to approve. Andy moves. Russ seconds. Any further? Augie?
Farnum,
Yes.
Lawton,
Yes.
Ludington.
Yes.
Patrick,
Yes.
and Ellis.
Yes.
It is approved. The final highway resolution is a resolution for the improvement BLR 09110 appropriating funds for the County Highway 14 Springfield Road. Are there any further questions or discussion? Hearing none. Motion to approve resolution. Russ moves, Andy seconds. Any other questions? Mr. Clerk, would you call the roll?
Farnum.
Yes.
Lawton,
Yes.
Ludington.
Yes.
Patrick,
Yes.
and Ellis.
Yes.
Okay. Next, that is approved. Next is resolution authorizing ESDA to apply for a credit card. The credit card would be used for meetings, buying certain things that might not be available, including office supplies and et cetera. Currently, they've been putting them on their credit card. Most of the other, well, not most of, some of the other departments have their own credit card, and the board has approved those appropriately. And it has a credit line of limited to $2,500 at this time. Any questions of me or Augie or Jill? Jill is here, so she could offer any explanations. Okay, motion to authorize the resolution. Carl moves, Andy seconds. Any further discussion? Would you call the roll, please?
Farnum.
Yes.
Lawton,
Yes.
Ludington.
Yes.
Patrick,
Yes.
and Ellis.
Yes.
Okay, that is approved. Next, accept bid of ambulance service in Special District Service Area Number 1, subject to satisfactory contract. The bid was, for the first year, I don't have them all. Does anybody have, the first year is $325,000, and then I think it's
5,000.
5,000 each year, except for the last year, which is a partial year, I think is like 147,000 roughly. So is there a motion to accept the bid from the hospital, subject to the contract? Andy moves. Russ seconds. Any further discussion? Mr. Clerk, would you call the roll?
Turn the page here, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Farnum,
Yes. Yes.
Lawton,
Yes.
Ludington.
Yes.
Patrick,
Yes.
and Ellis.
Abstain.
Do you want to call my name?
Voight.
Yes. Reason I'm doing that is just to make sure there's a clear majority in favor of it, okay? And without Mr. Bruner here, necessary.
Can I bring up one?
No, not at this point, unless it's up to the board. Do we need any more further discussion other than what we had on Monday morning, board? No. We can talk afterwards if you need to, okay?
Okay. If it's brief and if it's.
All I'm gonna say is, I think there's one vote that's a conflict of interest. I'll leave it alone. There is?
That's your opinion,
Yeah.
Okay.
okay? Okay, next, and that is approved. Next, resolution to approve Edgar County voting centers with precincts served for 24-25. Augie?
Yeah, every 4 years we do this, and, what do you need, sir?
I'm just looking for the itinerary,
Oh,
The agenda?
agenda.
I think I handed them out. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's fine.
You need to do.
Yeah, this is updated, reflects the wording. It's no longer the KC Hall, it's called the Hall. And also we have the Paris Township building on here, which used to be over at Carolyn Wentz. Other than that, it's the same.
Any questions? You have the list. Hearing none, would you accept the motion to approve the resolution on the voting places for 24-25. Lisa moves, Russ seconds. Would you call the roll?
Farnum,
Yes.
Lawton,
Yes.
Ludington, Patrick,
Yes.
and Ellis.
Yes.
Did I forget something, Carl?
No.
Okay. Next is accept resignation of Alan Zuber from the 708 Board effective June 30th, 2024. With regret. He served on that board for many, many, many years. And he and the other board members have done a really fine job. We appreciate all of them. And we're just highlighting Mr. Zuber because he's leaving. Motion to accept resignation. Yes, Carl moves. Andy seconds. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, nay. Thank you. His letter is gratefully and with regret accepted. Now we'll go to officer department head reports. Augie?
Well, it's all election right now. Currently, we have had 424 combined early votes, meaning walk-ins and vote by mail. So that puts it at approximately a 4% turnout at this point, which is about average for what it normally is for a primary. Questions? That's all I have.
Makes each vote pretty expensive, doesn't it?
That is.
Josh? Adam? I know you gave a report on Monday, but did you have anything you wish to add?
Press release will be going on the paper this week, but we've opened up our application period for AED donations. We're donating AEDs again to non-for-profit organizations within our service area. So that link is available on our website, on Facebook, and like I said, the information will be in the paper this week. But nothing additional outside Monday.
Okay. Angie?
I just wanted to say our office is running good right now, and we've been really busy in the basement packing old records. We shipped 100 yesterday, and we have another 57 boxes we packed yesterday. Hopefully we'll get another shipment by the end of the week, so, or be able to send another shipment.
Where do you ship them to?
Excellentech, they are a company, I think they bought or rent buildings up on the old, at Rantoul, it was the Air Force base. Yeah, yes.
So you're shipping them to do what with them?
Well, they're gonna scan them all
Oh,
and put them on
okay.
hard drive, that
Okay.
way when people come in to research.
Yeah, all right, okay.
Any other questions?
Once they scan them, then they destroy them?
Well, they want to destroy them, but I told them that I wasn't ready to part with them yet, so we're gonna get them back. What we're gonna do with them after that, I'm not sure, but that may be the next person's problem.
She's on order.
Thank you. Dina?
I said
Nothing to
what I
add
wanted
Monday
to
morning?
say, yeah. The only thing new I have to report is I emailed the project manager for the flights yesterday afternoon, and he said the aircrafts are mobilized and ready to fly. There are no tree crowns are out, we have no snow, no ice. The only concern is standing water, but I don't even know that's an issue, so hopefully that'll get pending tomorrow and the rest of the weekend. Hopefully we'll get started pretty quickly.
Hope the trees don't bud out overnight.
Yeah.
Any questions of Dina? I noticed that your signs are up,
Yes.
the
they did
lower
that
signs.
yesterday, just not the big overhead ones, not there
Right.
yet.
but they are up there, and they look very nice. Jill?
I just had Jeff sign paperwork for, all the stuff Josh had worked on for the disaster, so this is the last step for us to get our money. As soon as they get that, then it was my understanding that they will, mail us out a check. it would be a lump sum check, so then, you'll receive that. We're doing our workshop and / tabletop on May 14th at 9 AM at the Farm Credit Center. More information will come to you guys closer to the date, on that if any of you guys want to attend. That's about it right now.
Do we wanna discuss the, building at this point at all, just to make sure all the board's aware? I think I've already said enough that we need to. The Housing Authority is offering us their executive offices for the ESDA location for this county on a long-term lease, roughly $600 a month. It would double the space that we have. We're looking into the tower that possibly would be moved and or parking. And, let's see, there was one other thing we were looking at. Oh, the
Generator.
generator, yeah, generator. So those are all considerations, but it is a fine facility and, it would offer us a great deal of flexibility in training and meetings, et cetera. So that's what we're looking at. Did I say that appropriately, Carl?
No, it's, you know, the sheriff currently is renting that front one out by the High Street. This is clearing behind the high rise.
It would be the next street south
Yeah.
of there and all the way to the end on the south side of the road.
Yeah, right behind high
It's right
rise.
behind the Ellsbury Auto Sales off Jasper.
Wanted to look at it, I can go.
I know parking is brought, so I've viewed the building as well, talked to Jill, but I know parking is brought up as a concern, but I mean, barring administration denial, which I don't foresee, the hospital owns the lot right adjacent, there's a fence there, but additional parking can be supplied, there's plenty of additional parking next to that.
We were gonna ask, and I didn't think this appropriate time, whether we could modify that fence to offer a gate that could be used, and then if emergency vehicles were brought to a meeting, then they could be parked over there, and that's what we were gonna ask the hospital.
Again, it'd be administration approval, but I do not see them saying no to that.
Okay, well, and again, I hope you appreciate that we were not gonna negotiate in a meeting, but we know there's good cooperation all the way around it. So we'll be good neighbors if we decide to go there.
Just speaking from a emergency personnel perspective, I believe that is a much needed move at this time, as opposed to the current facility.
The meeting room, guys, is really good size. I mean, we could set it up for training. It's like triple the size of the fire, what's that called out there? Where we usually meet,
Fire
911
training
meets.
center.
Yeah, I mean, it's really a good size room. And there's a kitchenette, 2 johns, 2 offices, a small conference room, storage, a radio room. It's there.
All maintenance is
Yep.
through them, nothing would go through the county, everything is through them, it's a birth building. So it's more like a hardened facility than where I'm at now, there's no dogs. Sorry, we heard that for like 10 years barking and like gonna miss it maybe, but, I don't know, like I said, I just want you guys to make sure you're looking into everything. I don't want you guys to, come back on me for anything, make sure, for the generator costs and all that, everything, you're looking into that before, you're saying yes to anything.
We'll
Like I
hold
said-
you harmless.
Okay.
Okay.
Like I said, it is a bigger facility, tons of, tons of space compared to what we have. I know, it is a cost for you guys, but like I said, eventually, in a timely manner, we'll update technology or maybe, tables, chairs, but I said nothing like that needs to be done like right away, so.
Okay, yes.
Would that come out of our budget or is any of it reimbursable through her grants?
Well, I doubt if it's reimbursable, but we do have a good size equipment budget in her,
Yes.
for the first time in her budget.
And also, I won't be paying like utilities and things, and we have I don't know, probably like $3,500 set aside for my, utilities out there, absolutely horrible, because we have no, it's not insulated, so our bills run really high out there. So I'm trying to think, we have like $3,500 or $4,000 set aside just in our electric, bills, you know, or whatever, that would go towards that as well, so.
Okay, so it's a good trade-off. Okay.
And eventually, we won't be using the Highland Court for the sheriff's department, which we're currently paying $500 for. I know that's not the same budget, but, I mean, it is overall the same budget, so, okay?
I know you guys are probably aware, but that tower, I mean, there is no tower out there, so that would be probably your biggest expense to place a tower, because the EOC would have to have a dedicated tower.
Okay. Anything else? Thank you, Jill. Taylor?
No, I don't know anything.
Okay. Sheriff? Jeff?
No thing.
Do you have anything, Scotty, you wish to? Scotty's on the Health Department board, so. Wyatt, good morning.
Morning.
Do you have anything, sir?
Nothing in particular. If there's anything you guys need, you know, I'm here to help as well as the board.
Okay, thank you. All right, department heads are finished. You do have a budget, up-to-date budget from Don here. And then you have the cash flow, which is about normal for this time of the year. In fact, we keep getting in slightly better shape, so we're all good. If you look there at the bottom of the levied funds, you've got 860 at the very bottom, which says jail project fund. We have expended out of there roughly 908, somewhere around there, 908 to 928, somewhere in that area, out of that fund already. So we have been using a lot of what we spent on the design and mostly the design, almost over $900,000 in design. So you can see that the interest has helped us generate a lot of makeup money. So even if you look at that not being 18 million at this point, we've saved or already spent about $1 million towards the jail. That's part of the $18 million estimate. So that's where we're at. Does that make sense? Okay, committee reports. Andy?
They got the clock hands on. They're not correct right now. So we've got I got a text, evidently Joyce, you told her already.
I just did, I went and I sent a picture to you.
So she sent back, said they'll get on that, they realized that, so.
I noticed the lights are up there. I don't know whether they're functioning, but
Well, yeah, not quite correctly. It's really illuminating right below the clock right now, but they said it's hard to do it in the day to set it, so they'll come back and
Adjust.
and they're just about finished putting on the downspouts off the porticos. I think they've got 2 done, and they're working on the 3rd to this morning.
they look really nice.
Yes, they do, make a lot of difference. Tree trimming?
Yeah, they're getting it done. They're not on it 100%, are they, Josh? I mean, in other words, they'll come a couple days and then go somewhere and come back.
They hit it hard yesterday. We had to move everybody off the north parking area on the north side of the courthouse. And I believe they've got that done yesterday.
Okay.
But they still have the west side to finish.
And they were getting some stump removal this morning.
Right.
This weekend.
Speedy stump removal, so, yeah. Josh, what'd you tell me about some of the trees? What,
Well, I had a comment from some of the guys working on it, that a lot of the trees that you're saving still have hollow spots in them like the other ones. And they're not sure why you just wouldn't just start over from scratch, because you're gonna have the same problems with the tree to the left.
Okay, well,
But I
just
get
to
that.
explain
I
what
understand.
we did,
right,
is we met with, what's his name, the first name? Schoon?
uh-huh,
I hate he's got a first name, I just.
Tim.
Tim. And he made the recommendations on what trees were supposed to be taken out, not his men.
Sure, I get it, but I'm not sure when he could see it, if he could see that, you know, some of them have big hollow spots on the inside of
Then
them.
he needs to come and make a recommendation.
Right.
Wouldn't be Salisbury, would it?
Salisbury.
What now?
Nothing, personal issue.
His Coon's not his last name. It's
Oh,
just Coon
I'm
Tree
sorry, I thought it
Service.
was Tim Coon.
The tree would be changed.
Okay.
That's what they're talking about.
Oh, okay, well, sorry. I don't know everybody down here, so.
Well, he doesn't even live in Edgar County.
Oh, okay, great.
So you're a citizen, right?
All right, just keeps getting better. Okay, Phil, do
Along
you
with that
have?
project,
Yeah.
out here, these electric lines, you know, they put a bunch of orange insulation to,
Mhm.
to protect it, but that needs to be taken off.
Yeah, the Amber's supposed to come back and get those.
I know they were here yesterday, doing the power line, so he could cut the trees, but we just need to, I'll make sure.
Yeah,
that
that's a
gets done.
special deal that needs to be done, and everybody needs to know for the computers and everything, because that's gonna shut down the courthouse totally. So. Andy,
That's it.
do we know when the big sign for Sheriff Street's supposed to
What
be
did he tell
done?
you? Didn't he tell you something, Dina, like today or tomorrow or?
He told me Tuesday, so,
Oh,
Oops.
I was
Yeah.
thinking. it was-
And they are gonna put it up themselves.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
paid the
it's
extra to
installation.
have them put it up, so we didn't. Poor Ray, I can see Ray there.
Probably
With the-
hard enough. Did somebody help him put those signs up yesterday? Gina?
well, I'm sorry,
Did someone help Ray put those signs up?
I didn't see anyone out there with him.
That'd be pretty tough.
And they're
putting up
nice and
yourself.
even and they're good.
Pretty good size.
But we did,
Day before yesterday, wasn't it?
Right.
And I hadn't even talked to him.
Yeah. No, he
I
was
was
there
wondering
and looked him
yesterday.
over and, you're right.
now I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah. Phil, do you have anything, sir?
Well, just the barking dogs at the shelter are doing just fine. Contrary to popular opinion. I couldn't let that go.
Okay.
Bruner's happy and we want to keep Bruner happy. Cut the trees while he's gone. Quit.
Right.
Come on.
Russ?
I don't have anything more.
Carl?
I just need to talk to the sheriff before he leaves after the meeting.
Lisa?
As you stated briefly, we did have health board meeting this morning, and the purpose of the meeting was to discuss interim executive director position or situation, because Monica Dunn's last week is this week, and the plan that we thought we had that the state approved, then they reneged. And so that's where we are working through that, but Monica had already set some shifts and responsibilities and titles in place. So it is manageable thanks to Dr. Rico, who is our board chair, being willing to step in as interim executive director while we go through the interview process.
Thank you. Sorry. Did I forget any department head? I'm sorry. Okay. I think that's it for right now. We need to go into executive session for the purpose of reviewing the closed session minutes, pending litigation, and land acquisition. So, do I have a motion to go into closed session for those three purposes? Andy moves, Russ seconds. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, nay. And Sheriff, if you would be so kind as to stay for part of that. Thank you. If there's any questions,
All right, sir, we're back in open session.
we're back in open session. The only business that we have that I'm aware of is we need a motion to leave the closed session minutes closed. Is there a motion to that effect, please? Andy moves, Russ seconds. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, nay. They are to remain closed. Is there any other business to come before the meeting? Hearing none, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn. Russ moves, Andy seconds.
Do I have to sign for that?
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. We are adjourned.